Hello everyone, today I'm going to be showing off the Absolute Batman mod. This was fast. Absolute Batman just came out, although I suppose we've had images of Absolute Batman for a while. But the comic issue 2 just came out this week, and we finally got a skin for it. So by finally, I mean immediately. So it's pretty cool. Obviously couldn't make him as gigantic as he is in the in the comic because he's 6'6", 250 pounds in the comic, but still pretty big, looks pretty good. And yeah, I just use this opportunity to talk some more about Absolute Batman. I already talked a little bit about the first issue, but issue 2 just came out, so I want to talk about that. So spoilers if you haven't read the first 2 issues of Absolute Batman, because I'm going to be talking about that while I go beat up some dudes in Gotham. Yeah, I'm really loving it so far. It's super fun. I still think the Absolute Universe is kind of... I think more of the... Saying the Absolute Universe is so important is what's stupid about it. I think if they would have just been like, hey, we're just doing like a new thing, it's going to be fun. Like, instead of being like, hey, this is a huge initiative at DC and it's such a big deal and things are changing. That's my issue with the Absolute Universe. But if it would have just been like another, like, hey, here's another just universe for DC, I don't think I would have had as much of an issue with it. But all that being said, Absolute Batman rules. It's only 2 issues in, but it's been great so far. Issue 2, we see his Batmobile, and his Batmobile is just like one of those giant like mining and dump trucks. It's huge, and it's just ginormous. It's not some like tiny little, like, you thought the Tumbler was a violent Batmobile, was a bit big and hard to move. Wait till you see this Batmobile. It is huge, and it's great. And he just like plows through Gotham with it. Right now, he's fighting the Party Animals, who are a group that Black Mask leads. And he's got some beef with them. He's got a completely different origin than normal Batman. And this Martha, his mom, is still alive. His dad died when there was an active shooter at the zoo. So Bruce's dad, Thomas, took him and some kids to the zoo, and then an active shooter situation happened. Thomas saved the kids, but died in the process, and Bruce got jumped by some bats, and that's why he has his connection to the bats this time. He literally, like, because he got locked in the bat enclosure. His dad locked him in there to save him from the active shooter, and the bats just swarmed him, and so that's why he has his connection to the bats. I don't care what this firefighter's saying, so we're going to skip through that. But yeah, that's why he becomes a bat. And one of the things that I do think's kind of that I'm not the biggest fan of so far, probably my only real gripe with it, is Batman's rogues gallery are like his best friends right now. So he grew up with Riddler, Penguin, Two-Face, Catwoman, and Killer Croc. I think that's kind of dumb because we're all gonna see it, except probably some of them won't become villains. I imagine, since this is all different. I imagine some of them won't, but I imagine a lot of them will become their villainous counterparts. We haven't really gotten much of them yet. We got a tease at the end of Selina, so we're going to get some more Selina next episode issue. But yeah, this issue was more of the same from the first, where he's just beating up the party animals, trying to stop them, because they kind of rule Gotham right now. They took out, well, Black Mask himself took out the old guard, the gangsters, and all that in the first issue. And in the second issue, they're just wrecking house. Like, GCPD can't really do anything. Gordon is mayor of Gotham, not commissioner. And it doesn't look like he is going to get reelected because he's doing a really bad job at being mayor. And he almost died in the first issue. And so Batman's the only one that's really doing anything. Alfred ain't a butler. Alfred's a special agent that we don't really... I don't think they say exactly who he works for, but he's just supposed to report on the goings-on in Gotham and not really interfere and not help Batman. But he sees that he likes what Bruce is doing, and so he's helping him. And Bruce kind of beat the crap out of him in the first 2 issues. And it's been really fun because Bruce is just ginormous. He's just like a ginormous man going around beating up party animals in Gotham. And this one, we got a really cool page where Batman blows up a building that looks like himself. He blows it up in such a way that it looks like Batman's cowl. Oh, there's I don't feel like doing that Riddler thing. That robot looks pregnant. Anyways, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, when he blows up the building. Also, we get this whole because Alfred is like the reader. Alfred gives us the perspective on everything. We haven't really gotten Bruce's head yet. It's been all from Alfred's POV for the most part. And Alfred tells us that he's like, something about this Bruce guy is he doesn't really know how to do a tactical retreat. He kind of just keeps going forward, and eventually he's going to run into the wall, and he's going to have to. And then this issue, he realized, oh, I was kind of wrong about that. He doesn't need to. Batman is just one long advance forward. So, because the acronym for advance forward is AF, we get Batman AF in this, which is hilarious. The fact that Scott Snyder was able to sneak that in there, or not necessarily sneak, but put that in there, where Alfred just says Batman AF. It's like, hell yeah, it is Batman AF. That's what this comic is. And I love it. It's been so much fun. I hope we can keep it up. And like I said when I talked about Absolute Batman the first time around, I kind of hope we don't get some like huge, like really deep plot and like something very intricate. I hope we keep it dumb. I hope we keep it just like a big old Batman just beating the tar out of these, like, just anyone. And I hope it's kind of just like really kind of dumb and violent. I don't really want an intricate story. Like my favorite Batman story is Black Mirror, which is a very like intricate, plot heavy Batman comic. But I don't want that from this. Like from this, I'm like, you know, let mainline Batman do that. Let Absolute Batman just be the fun book, where it's just kind of like Batman's not completely using his... Batman's more using his fists than his mind in this. I want that. That's what I want from this. The dumber, the better. Like, the more Batman pulls out just the stupidest stuff from his bat suit, like, oh yeah, of course he uses the gigantic fat-ass bat on his chest to make an axe. Yeah, perfect. Oh, his back has spikes like a porcupine? Okay, I don't know why, but sure. Yep. Keep that going. He can rip his ears off and throw them at people? Okay, yep, you know? I'm just like, oh, his cape for some reason can, like, just act like a symbiote or, like, Doc Ock's tentacles, and he can, like, walk on them and grab people with them? Okay, yep, that's just cool. Keep that up. Keep that going. I want this book to be dumb as hell constantly. Just please. His Batmobile is a gigantic dump truck? Please, tell me more. That's what I want. I just want dumb fun. And I hope this book doesn't ever take itself too seriously. I am worried about the Joker, because we already got the Joker teased at the end of issue 1. And the setup for the Joker sounded kind of dumb. And not like in the dumb fun way, just in the, oh really? Like in the groaning type of dumb way. Like, ugh. But we'll see. We'll see. I'll trust it, because I do like Scott Snyder. I think he's a really good writer when he can focus on something and not, like, get too big for his britches. Because I think that's been the problem with Snyder, is when he gets too big for, like, the story he's trying to do. Like, the Dark Knight's death metal was horrendous. It sucked so bad. It was awful. It was so bad. It was just too big of a scope for Snyder. I don't think he does well in that. His Batman run was amazing, for the most part. I really liked his Batman run, the New 52. But that was, you know, primarily focusing on Batman. Come here, stop shooting me. Who has guns? You do. Like, we were just having a nice, you know, fisticuffs. And then these assholes had to bring firearms into it. Stop doing that. Like, come on. These guys. Drop the guns, fellas. We can have a nice, peaceful fight. Hey, no. Okay. That's a little too peaceful. No hugs. Yeah. But yeah, anyways, Batman's been great so far for Absolute. The first issue of Superman sucked. I didn't like it. I saw some people liked it. I thought it was bad. And the first issue of Wonder Woman was actually pretty good. I did a whole video talking about the number ones for Absolute. For the Absolute universe. My god, how many people are there? I just did a cool flip. Is that everyone? Alright, that's everyone. But yeah. Absolute's been off to a good start so far, especially Batman. Batman's been pretty cool. We're 2 issues into Batman, we're 1 issue into Superman and Wonder Woman. Superman's not very good. Wonder Woman was pretty good, and Batman's been great. So we'll see how it goes, though. We shall see, because who knows, this could all fall apart at any moment. But so far I like it, I'm excited to see where it goes, and I will continue to read it. But anyways, that's pretty much it. Link in the description if you want to download this mod and use the Absolute Batman suit for yourself. Thank you to everyone who watched. Please let me know in the comments below what do you think of Absolute Batman so far if you read it. And hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you later.
Hey, skinny boy, saucy boy, I be running to the bank. Yeah, you know I hit the gas in the whip full tank. Riding past the ocean while I'm listening to Frank.